Hi and welcome to Tattoo Shop Talk. And today we will chat.
So we can talk. About guest spot preparation.
Yeah, that's I think very interesting because it's you. It's not like you dependent on shop. Well, sometimes shops book your guest spot, but
never had that experience in my life where I go to the guest spot and shop is booking me customers. I've never been in shop like that. I mean, I don't have experience to be a crazy guest artist for all around the world, but 8 shops I've been and I always had to answer customers myself.
okay, yeah, you have idea of to making guest spot. So what happens next as you self-organizing person?
First thing, I figure out the dates, where which ones I'm gonna take, which ones are the best. Then I check the plane tickets and see what's the option. I already arranged the dates in the process of buying tickets with the shop. Shop usually for me, the shop says, yeah, come by and make a post, and then the shop where I'm gonna guest, but he's sharing it. And from there, from these shares and posts, I might get some customers. That's where when I'm going to some new places. But for example, Denmark, I lived here and I worked here, and I have some my own old customers and people I know. And when I come to a guest spot to Denmark, I usually write all those people. I message them. I let them know that I'm back. Some of them wanted to, some of them don't want to, but so far it worked. And I plus to that I also share and post, and from that I get some customers. You know, when I write message to those people, there's like more than 100 people, and it's my job and it's worth it. And a lot of people really appreciate that I'm messaging them. So I think it's nothing to be shy of. It's not a sellout thing that I think a lot of people think. It's actually like you show the customer that you remember him. They appreciate that. And a lot of customers, they want this deeper relationship. From many customers I've heard that he wants to get a tattoo by his tattooer, not just a tattooer. So it's actually some personal thing when you write a personal, message. So, and yeah, this is how I prepare. And then I start to figure out what I need. For example, if I come to Juris' place, I write Juris, I ask if he can buy some grips, some needles, something that supplies that will help me, so I don't have to carry that much stuff with me.
When shop books customers, I was working in a bunch of shops where it was a bigger clientele, and we would know which the tourist comes, and they had their own customers, and then they were like just random customers that did fit style wise, and it worked fine because it was there, like, shop's been there for like, I don't know, 8 years or something like that, and it worked. But that thing falls apart when like you change shops or something, and then them tattoo artists who were used to that, oh, that shop is gonna just go book me up, and then there's a different place, and they don't have any connection with the customers. They're like, oh yeah, I'd like, I don't want to communicate, you just book me up, whatever. But sometimes shops close down or rebrand or management changes, and they don't know all that part, and then things get upsetting because they'll be like, where are all my customers? And then it turns out that they were not your customers, they were just customers. Even if you're used to working in a shop, but you'll still have that personal connection, sort of backup. If you're not even going to that specific shop, you have still all the contacts, all your customers within that region where you can go and do that thing.
Yeah, I remember when I did it first time, it felt weird, but that was really good choice.
And also organizing that thing, like I look at you, like some people you have connected before and you know what you're doing. Some people you have to get in for consultation for a later date. So again, I see doing designs late, you have to remember that that person is coming in today, and you have to remember that there's consultation then. It's a lot of work, which sort of comes back to our previous episode that tattooing is not just, again, there are some places or artists of some levels where they are, let's say, they go to that big tattoo shop, people book them, like a shop will book them flat, they do their own thing, they're known for that. But like, let's say if you're watching this when you are, I dream to become tattooist and do that, you have to get there. And now it's also part of advertising yourself, all the social media stuff. I know many tattooers that hate that thing, but it's part of the business now. Oh, I hate to post pictures on Instagram. Well, people will not know what you do.
I've heard so many tattooers who don't have much work complaining about that it sucks that they don't have much work and they don't post on internet, on Instagram, and
Or whatever. Now you're dipping
yeah.
toes into TikTok. He has a TikTok. Link in the video description.
But with TikTok is like with romantic movies. It's like sometimes you want to watch them, but not all the time.
Well, he's close to the threshold where he can go live on TikTok, so give him a follow. So
this is one of the reasons why I want to use it. I just want to get those 1,000 followers so I can go live and stream tattooing part.
1,000 and more. Or drawing part.
Or something else.
Or
But
random
let's see.
part.
Like you once said, there is no bad commercial, or you can use any app where you can post something will help you. Even what was that name of Pinterest?
Yeah.
Even like that stuff. Like I don't know. Just spread the word of your work.
There are also some tattooists that I follow where you see more pictures of them that they work, and for me that's confusing, but like if it works for them, it's one way to advertise yourself, and many would hate it. They're like, oh, I want to put only pictures of my work, but then don't complain that it works better for others. Like there's a million ways of how to approach it.
Yeah.
And those are free platforms. You just have to put in
Yeah.
work or hire somebody who do it, because back in the days you pay advert in a magazine. That was it.
I want to say that about these people who, for example, complain for that they don't have not enough work. One other thing I've seen why they don't have work is because not even they don't post their work, they don't do anything to attract person to them get something. Just draw something new, something like draw designs. If you don't have tattoo to do, sit in a shop, make 2 designs a day, post it. Next day, do it again, post it. There is at least something you do about it to get a work. This is also this, like I lived that part, and I remember how it was sometimes 1 week was without work and there was nobody coming in the shop, and all I did all this week was drawing and try to make the sell, and I did sell designs and people came and got tattooed, and this worked a bit. I at least got a pizza slice for dinner instead of nothing.